So, have you thought about trying to leverage AI for your projects or for your business in order to create dynamic images and videos that you can add to your collection? Especially as you're trying to promote different effects, different looks, different ways that you can show yourself or your business within your videos. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about Higgsfield AI. With Higgsfield AI, there are a lot of different effects, transitions, presets that you can leverage to create content for your business or for just yourself, or as a gamer, just to create different effects for how you look within your games. So let's get started and take a look at Higgsfield. All right, so as you see here, when you land on the Higgsfield AI page, you kind of get a quick overview of some of the different options and effects that they have for the platform. The visual effects are really cool, as you see here with the girl showing out some of the lighting effects. This is all AI generated. You can see different effects with the guy changing his faces. But if you go down to the visual effects, you can choose different options. They have like degeneration, they have earth zoom out, like all of this is AI generated. And it really starts from just an image that you upload into the system, which I'll show you here in a minute. So we're going to look at how to create an image. We're going to look at creating a video then after you've created that image. And we're going to explore just some of the platforms. So again, they have visual effects. They have the Higgsfield Soul, which is basically a walkthrough of some more extreme options of images that can be created from the platform. They have apps that you could include for specifics around sharing details around particular products or creating effects around products that you want to feature. So they have a bunch of options there. So we're going to start with, creating an image. And so when you look at this option, and you see here, this is one of the images that I had created, and it's another image that I had created. What you can do is two things. One is looking at, you got to upload some seed images of the person or that you want to feature within your images. And then you have to choose what kind of effects that you want. And then, and from there, with those effects, you can actually add prompts as well. So really, the third thing is prompts, but I'm not going to talk about prompts today. I'm just going to talk about using the images you uploaded and then some of the effects that you can choose from. So the first thing I had to do was I had to go here and create a character. And in order to create a character, what you need to do is select that you want to create a new character. You create the character by selecting create character, and then you choose to upload images that are going to be the seed for that character. So you need at least 20 images, what they recommend. Images where your face is the feature versus images with you with other people or you with things over your head. You don't want any of those things. You want your face to be clearly visible, and you want to be the focus of that image that you want to make the character. So I had a bunch of images, as you see here, with me as the featured person. It's really just a picture of me, my face, different angles, sort of, but for the most part, facing forward. But I do have some kind of side profile images, both me in different years, some with me young, some with me old. That didn't seem to impact the character creation at all. So that's what I did. And with me, different clothing and different lighting, right? So gave the AI a bunch of things to think about when it came to me. And from that, what it did was it actually created this character, right? Which is just me and a collection of my images. Then once you do that, you get to choose from the different visual styles that you want for that particular character. The one you just saw there, of course, is called artwork. I wanted to see what I would look like from an artwork graphical standpoint. So that's what I created. But let's look at one of the other ones here that they have here. They have camera presets. I mean, if you want to do something from an Instagram standpoint, because I'm playing around with Instagram as well, you can look at some of the options there. So I think we're going to start with maybe one of these. Let's start. Let's do the artwork again, because I actually want to do something a little bit different this time. Again, not choosing any prompts right now. I'm just saying, hey, I want to use my collection of face work. Please use artwork and create something from it. And once you do that, you can just generate. But one of the other things too that you can actually explore is looking at what different models are available. So I'm using the Higgsfield Soul model because it's supposed to give ultra realistic visuals. But there's some other options here that we can choose from, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Google Nano Banana. So there's a few options there. Right now, we're just going to stick with the Higgsfield Soul. And I'm going to say, I thought I was going to do a prompt. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a prompt. I was going to put colorful image with jazz soul. Very simple. I don't want to do anything too fancy. I'm not sure what they're going to come up with from that because it's not really a good prompt. But we're going to start that and we're going to click it. And so now what happens when you do that, it actually puts it in queue. And you have to wait. Usually you have to wait about a couple of minutes, could be 2 minutes to get the effect in. And we'll talk a little bit about the pricing here shortly. But as I'm waiting, you can continue using the platform and just come back to it. And so we're not going to wait fully for this to be done. I'm going to show you what happens because I've used this exact sort of not exact prompt, but close to a prompt for doing this one. And this is what it came up with. So now with this particular one, you have options, right? Once we get our images back, and you can either use it to create a video from that, which I'm about to show you. You can do a speak where you actually want to make it talk and kind of say something that you wanted to say. Where you can do the UGC, which is sort of like suggesting you can actually include a product. You can actually create some type of narrative around some of the content. I can show you that example here in a minute as well. And then you can draw the video. So if this was an actual drawing of an image or a cartoon character, you can actually take that drawing and convert it to a video. So in this example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to animate this into a video as we're waiting. And so we have a couple of options once we do that as well. So now we say, okay, I want to make this image into a video. And so what I can do is choose what type of effects that I want for this video. So I chose crash zoom out. So it's basically going to take a zoom out from my face and zoom back out from there. And then general is just basically a way for it to look at a way of making you move, making the character engage with the screen. So that's what I've chosen here for this particular video. Again, I have my image here that I'm starting with. I could add a prompt and say that I want to put it in a particular area or I want to have it move in a particular way. You can actually put a prompt on it and it can enhance the prompt, right? And that's what enhance on means, is that it'll extend the prompt to be something of greater significance. So that way it actually gets closer to something real. And once again, I have different models that I could choose. So right now we're going to start with the Higgsfield Light. We do. Usually I'll start with the Higgsfield Standard, just to be honest with you. So that way, because that's a little bit more faster speed prior to queue. It moves you up in the queue a little bit faster. So it doesn't take as long to generate. Then we have other options, right? So if we wanted to do Google VEO3, we could do that. That's very popular right now. It does change the prompts that I have available. So now I just have a general Google VEO3 prompt. I can actually choose different options that they have here. Look, they got selfie, they got selling, they got a lot of different interesting ones that you can have within that. I'm wondering if I should do, I may actually do this. I'm going to actually put CCTV as if I'm sitting there in the CCTV, and I'm going to generate one using Google VEO3. Now, Google VEO3 is more expensive, which I'll show you right now. It's about 80 credits. I think the last one we saw was only like 3 credits or 10 credits. So choosing the model matters when you're looking at this platform, but it's still a lot of fun. And I definitely encourage experimenting with it. So that's going to actually generate this one using VEO3. Again, it's in the queue, so it's going to take a little bit of time. But I'm going to show you the one that I created before. This is the one that I created before using the general, what we got here, the general Higgsfield standard, right? And using a mix, which is what I was trying to show you before. It was a mix of general and cache zoom out. So just that way you know what I created and why I created it. So let's go back to video. This is the one that I created. So if I hit play, you see what kind of effect it did. It made the rocks kind of fall around me, and I'm just standing there in the midst of it, looking around. Not really moving, but the background is moving around for me. My arms move. So that's my point. There's a lot that you can do with this platform. It kind of gives you unique effects from general to extreme. We'll see what happens with the VEO3, but let's see if our image created. Yes, here we go. Our image has. I lost my image. What happened to my image? I had my image and then I lost it. Let's go back. Let's go with the image. I lost it. That is so weird. Huh. Okay. Well, I was going to say I would show you the image. There it is. I don't know what happened. So I lost my image here for a second, but it's back. And so you see here, this is really cool. I love this image. It has me playing the jazz guitar. It kind of threw me in the midst of a jazz experience. with music and color. I mean, I think this is beautiful. I mean, you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think? Right? It's I think this is a really cool pick, right? And I would leverage this for a lot of cool things, even if it's for YouTube or IFX. And so here's the cool pick with me looking playing jazz guitar. And so from here, again, we can do our animation, we can do our speak, we can have it say a lot of cool things. I'm gonna actually do a video from this really quickly. I don't want a general video. That's a little bit too. I'd rather have something where let's see what's trending here. I'd rather have something where I'm, doing some type of music. I could do a rap one possibly because I saw that, or maybe just arch right with me looking around, right? Because I got the guitar, right? So I just think that would be kind of cool. So I'm going to kick that one off and just have it where I'm just kind of turning around with the guitar and see how that goes. But anyway, I just wanted to show you how you leverage, Higgsfield AI, just the different options that you have, how you can make these effects for your not only for your YouTube channels, your Instagram channels, but really as a gamer as well. One of the things that I would do is like I like that image, so I would take that image and potentially I can have my face there, my games or whatever. I can use it for generating different content related to gaming, and I can actually tell it. I can tell it to do an Xbox look, or I can tell it to do a different game type of look for like Zelda or something like that. There's a lot of different options that you can do to kind of enhance your experience for either for yourself or for your followers, fans, and explore different options there. And like I said, looking deeper into Higgsfield, I'm going to do a couple more videos on just some different options. But the core things that matter is that AI is here. Take advantage of it. Leverage some of the cool effects that you can create for building content and have fun with it, right? And I think Higgsfield helps you along the way with that because you don't have to think like I don't have to think about what these effects are. It would have been different if I had to prompt all of this stuff. I wouldn't even know what to prompt. It's just I'm creative, but I'm not that creative from that standpoint. This gives you a jump point for your creativity, and so I definitely explore appreciate the platform and think it's cool to check out. So I did want to talk a little bit about the pricing. Right now, just to be transparent with you, I'm on a creative plan because I'm actually helping promote the product. So they did allow me to connect on a creative plan and have some of the features here. So what you're seeing on my dashboard is centered around the creative plan. Like the main differences are, the extra credits. I have some creative boards I can create. But really, for you, if you just want to get started and experimenting, you can actually start with the basic plan if you wanted to, or even there's actually a free plan to start with as well. And I have a coupon code that I can share with you guys. But I would start experimenting on this plan and getting some feedback. Really, the pro plan I think is the most popular one, which you see here. So you can get 600 credits. You can experiment with Google VEO3. You can experiment with creating some of the video and content. And like I said, you can even add in voice and things of that nature. I definitely recommend experimenting with the different plans. Monthly is $29 a month. Annually, it's a lot cheaper. You save 40%. So, use my coupon code, which I'll have inside the comments, and you'll be able to check out what's there. And so I definitely recommend checking out and exploring the platform and looking at different options. So on future videos, like I said, this is a really quick video. I just wanted to let you guys check out Higgsfield, see some of the effects I created, get some feedback from you guys and what things that you want to see and what input that you want to explore on the platform. Hold on, let me show you this video real quick before we check out here. This is really see how this looks. Look at that. I'm playing the guitar, man. I don't even know how to play guitar. Oh, it switched me over. That's kind of a cool effect, right? So I like that. So I will leverage this video in a few things and see what it looks like. But anyway, really quick video. Just wanted to show you what it was about. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see from the Higgsfield platform. I think the next ones I'm going to look at is probably building out some more enhanced videos and looking at connecting it to voice and some of the products that I'm actually looking at promoting. So we'd love to know your feedback. Want you to check it out. And I look forward to sharing some more content with you guys soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.